Rev, yeah. It is Wednesday, my dudes. What's going on? Come on in. As you come in, just feel free to join us in worship. You can also come down to the front too if you want to. Stand up if you're sitting. Please. Let's sing some songs together.
Nice of you.
I close my eyes and colors fly. There's no hiding from your grace. I can't deny your heart from mine, and it's unrelenting. I was on the edge of deception, caught up in my own hesitation, until your love took over me. Yeah.
So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life.
A higher way is calling me to a life unlike before. The Father's heart is beckoning, and I can't resist, no. Lead me in the ways of devotion. I don't wanna get caught in the motion. My heart is only for you, Lord.
So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life. Oh la 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 la. Let me get our hands up. Come on, like this. Yeah. So I let go and I let love show me life like it's supposed to be. An oasis here awaits us, all the freedom I'll ever need. Now I'm alive. When I let go, then I find life. Oh, when I let go, then I find life. Oh la 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 la. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life. Oh la la, oh la la. When I let go, then I find life.
Yeah, Rev. Hey, what is going on? This is your official welcome. My name is KJ, if we haven't met before. This is my friend Maddie over here, Madison. Call her, ask her what she prefers. She goes by both.
It's fine.
Hey, if this is your first time here, welcome. Very special welcome to you. Every single Wednesday night, we start by singing a couple songs that remind us of who God is and what he's doing in our life. If you've been coming here for a while or a long time, you know that's what we do. But we're just gonna keep going and keep singing that. We wanna encourage you to sing out with us. Also, I know that there are those of you that aren't here physically with us online in Rochester, in Wayzata, and Lakeville, what is up, you guys? Didn't forget about you. Thank you for singing with us. We know, I can feel it. I can feel you singing out loud and strong with us. Let's keep doing that together right now. Come on. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. And you are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, healing every heart. I worship you. Yeah, I worship you. And you are here, turning lives around. I worship you. Yeah, I worship you. And you are here, mending every heart. I worship you. Yeah, I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Yeah, waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. That is who you are. Yeah, it's who you are. Yeah. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. Come on, Rev, let's believe in that right now. Come on. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. You never stop working. No. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop. You never stop working. You never stop. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise
chasm that lay between us. How high the mountain I could not climb. In desperation, I turned to heaven and spoke your name into the night. Then through the darkness, your loving kindness tore through the shadows of my soul. The work is finished, the end is written. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Who could imagine so great a mercy? What heart could fathom such boundless grace? The God of ages stepped down from glory to wear my sin and bear my shame. The cross has spoken, I am forgiven. The King of Kings calls me his own. Beautiful Savior, I'm yours forever. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Oh, hallelujah, praise the one who set me free. Hallelujah, death has lost its grip on me. You have broken every chain. There's salvation in your name. Jesus Christ, my living hope. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body, it began to breathe. And out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Then came the morning that sealed the promise. Your buried body began to breathe. And out of the silence, the roaring lion declared the grave has no claim on me. Jesus, yours is the victory. Let's pray together. Jesus, we just come before you tonight, God, and that is why we worship, because of who you are, because you are worthy of our praise, Jesus. God, we're so thankful for that truth, Jesus, for what your sacrifice on the cross means for each and every single one of us. And God, it means that no matter what we face, no matter what we walk through, it has no authority against you, Jesus. Jesus, you are always victorious. You are always faithful and you are always good. So in this moment, would you remind us of that truth? Continue to remind us of who you are. Jesus, we're so thankful for this place where we can come just as we are and experience more of you. So would you just be with us, have your way in this place. We love you so much. We pray all this in your name. Amen. Hey friends, thanks for singing with us. Go ahead and take a seat.
Ooh, hey, Rev, what is up? Just an honest moment here. It has been a night for me. It's been a tough night, but all I got was like the last 30 seconds of that last worship song. But like even those 30 seconds were enough to lift me up a little bit. And I am thankful for that. I'm thankful to be here with all of you. So wherever you're at, just so you know, wherever you're showing up here tonight, I'm glad you're here. Whatever emotions you're bringing into this place, I'm glad you brought them. And just be with us here. We can all be together wherever we're at. So thank you for joining us. If you're new especially, and you're like, this guy just shares his emotions on his sleeve, huh? I do. I'm your student pastor. My name is John. I'm a guy you can trust. I'm a guy that loves hanging out with you every single week. This community is a place where we do a lot of fun things. We have some meaningful conversations. We get to worship like we just did on stage to Jesus. We get to head out to small groups after we spend some time in here, and small groups is a place you work through all that stuff that you are bringing in here. So if you can only do one thing tonight, if you've only are here to do one thing, small group is my plug. Join a small group. And if you don't know what that means, if you're brand new, there's a table in the lobby. There's some friends out there who will help you get plugged into a small group, but this is a place you can belong. So if you are in a good mood, if you are here to have some fun, I'm glad. Me too. I'm getting there. I'm excited for Christmas. Is anyone in here like a Christmas person? Good, yes, you're my people, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play a stage game, and the stage game is Christmas themed. So if you like Christmas, if you've ever watched a Christmas movie before, this is your jam, okay? So go ahead and stand on up, because everyone's in. Whether you love Christmas or not, you gotta bring some Christmas spirit. Are you bringing some Christmas spirit for me, Noah?
Next week.
Next week, yes, okay, we'll get to that. I love it. Store it up for next week and just set it all loose at once? Okay, I like it, sweet. So here's the name of the game. It's called Christmas Word Scramble. There it is, perfect. Christmas Word Scramble. And so there are gonna be some random letters up on the screen. You're gonna like sort through them all, figure out what they say, and say the Christmas movie. And I'm gonna give you 5 seconds, all right? Because you all are smart. I give the middle schoolers 10 seconds, but you're at least twice as smart as a middle school student. So I'm only giving you 5 seconds, all right? Do you think you can do it? You can do it? Okay, so here we go. 5 seconds. If you get it right, stay standing. If you don't, take a seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is Grinch. All right, if you got that right in those 5 seconds, stay standing. If you didn't, I'm sorry, take a seat. They're gonna get hard, okay? 5 seconds, this is on your honor. I'm trusting all of you. Here we go, next one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Home Alone. All right, if you got Home Alone, you're in, you're still up. If you didn't, take a seat. I knew it, you're all like at least 3 times as smart as a middle school student. Knew it. All right, next one. Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Polar Express. If you got Polar Express, oh, look at the honesty. You guys are an honest bunch, and I knew it. I trusted him, didn't I, Noah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pretty much trusted you all. Yeah. Don't tell them what I said back. No, I'm joking. I totally trusted them. Yeah. Next one. They're ready. Okay. Next one. Let's see what it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Christmas Carol. If you got Christmas Carol, stay standing. If you didn't, take a seat. All right, are you all like the most festive bunch of the people here? Taylor, do you love Christmas? He loves, I knew it, okay, good. All right, next one, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Answer is Santa Claus. Is that a movie? Or just is there a movie named Santa Claus?
You've never seen the Santa Claus?
I'm thinking of like Tim Allen right now.
Yeah.
Okay, am I right? Okay, yeah, no,
one.
I've totally seen that, good, all right. Okay, oh man. Who's left? We got a lot of people left. One more. This is gonna sort out the Christmas experts to the Christmas chumps. Sorry if you're a chump. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Christmas Story, it was Christmas Story. Oh, I'm sorry. I really like all of you that sat down, just know that. Okay, if you're left and you're a student, come on up. Just come on up on stage. Come join us on stage. Come hang out with us. Oh man, look at this. Hey, I'm gonna talk about festiveness later, but if you need inspiration for a costume, like just this is already a perfect amount. You can do more than this. In fact, I would encourage you to do more than this, but just a green shirt, a Christmas hat. Look at the Christmas spirit, I love it. Okay. Here's what I need to know. I need to know your name, and I need to know the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten. Whatever comes to your mind first. A Christmas gift you've gotten that you loved. So let's go with name first. Gunner, everyone say, what's up, Gunner? Gunner's group is here. Gunner, what was the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten? Lulu joggers, okay. Ooh, fancy, okay. Gunner's fancy. All right, name? Sam, everyone say, what's up, Sam? Sam's small group is here. We got one really excited friend. Sam, what is the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten? Basketball shoes, okay, nice, good gift. Name? What'd you say? Alexis, everyone say, what's up, Alexis? And her favorite gift, she was ready, was a BB gun. So don't mess with Alexis, all right? Don't mess with Alexis, all right. Name? Isaac, everyone say, what's up, Isaac? What's up, Isaac? And then Isaac, what's the best Christmas gift? Lego Death Star, how is it like, holy cow, okay. I love Star Wars, I'm with you. The Book of Boba Fett is coming out in December. Anyone a Star Wars fan in here? Me, yeah, I'm a big fan. Okay, just the three of us. We should figure out how to watch it together. Okay, Noah too, thank you. Name? Grace, everyone say, what's up, Grace? What's up, Grace? Grace, what is your best Christmas gift? You have no idea? What's a gift you've gotten before? Sweatshirts, yeah, everyone loves good sweatshirts. I like it, okay. Name? Lucia, everyone say, what's up, Lucia? Lucia, what's the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten? Bow and arrows. Okay, this is Lionel Lakes for you. My goodness, BB guns, bow and arrows. I love it. Okay, last but not least. No, sorry, two. You're last but not least. Your name? Joe. Everyone say, what's up, Joe? Joe. Joe, what's your best Christmas gift you've ever gotten? He doesn't really know. A gift you've gotten that you're like, that was fun. Sweatshirts. Okay, that's the default when you just, yeah. And everyone loves a good sweatshirt. That's a great gift. Okay, now last but not least, name? Luke, everyone say, what's up, Luke? Luke's group's here. Luke, best gift you've ever gotten. And you can't say no as a small group leader, okay? Hockey stick, yes. Minnesota, Lino Lakes, that's everyone, I love it. Perfect, okay. So you gotta be able to see a side screen. So make sure you can see a screen. Whoever can yell it out the fastest gets a point, all right? So channel all your Christmas joy and cheer into this next 5 minutes because you're gonna need it. Here we go. First one, no, you gotta listen to. Oh, Isaac right there, Die Hard. Which is a Christmas movie or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Best Christmas movie ever written by some accord. Okay. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. A real big boo back there. Okay, online, what do you think? Christmas movie, is that yes or no? All right, next one. We got one for Isaac. Oh my gosh, Isaac is wearing the Christmas gear and it is winning him points left and right.
It onto the screen?
I know. Frosty the Snowman. All right, Isaac with 2 points. Listen, everyone else, Isaac, give everyone else a chance here. You can say it, but just give them a fair chance. Here we go. Next one. Oof. Did you hear that, Noah?
3 of them at the same time?
Which 3?
I think
these 3 right here. All 3 of you get a point. I'm feeling generous. All 3 of you get a point. All right, next one. Oof, this is too many letters and words for me to... Nightmare Before Christmas. Holy cow. She got it. Nightmare Before Christmas. Does anyone else's brain hurt trying to just like take that one in? That was a lot. Okay. So what do we got? We got 2-1, 2-1.
Yeah.
Is that right? All right. So let's do another one. Maybe we can just, this can be our tiebreaker. Oh, I heard Rudolph down here. Gunner. My dude, Gunner. All right. Gunner, you got a point. Let's do another one. Hope we have more. Oof. This is a lot. Do you know it, Noah?
No.
No, I don't either. I can't even figure out one of the words.
English is hard enough.
English is hard enough. I can't read one of their normal words, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Is anyone in the audience know? Is anyone getting this? Oh, wait, who? Connor, do you know this? It's all on you, Connor. Trading Places. Trading Places. All right, 25 points for Connor in the audience. My goodness. Way to go, Connor. Is this a movie? I think this happened last time and we weren't sure what that meant. Has anyone seen this movie? Can we verify this even exists?
No.
One, okay, Rick, thank you. We've got verification. So it does exist. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more for, oh, that one was too easy. Gunner with 2 points. I'm gonna give it to him. He was quick. Who's quick? Okay, maybe the sound
There
takes
was-
Did you hear?
It was everybody at the same time again.
All right.
I can't.
Gosh. All right. This is the final one. I'm wiping the slate clean. If you've done well to this point, you can get an extra gift on Christmas on me from Noah. But other than that, this is the final one. This is the final one. Whoever gets this one is the winner. We're just going one and done. Do we have one more? We might not have one more.
Start it over.
Start it over. All right. Who had 2 points? Gunnar had 2. Isaac had 2. You had 2? Okay.
Lucia.
And then did you have 2 as well?
Yep. Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors, you 2. Isaac, you rock, paper, scissors with Gunnar. If you're not in, you can take a seat. I'm sorry. Okay. Who's left? Isaac. And then can you remind me of your name? Joe. Isaac and Joe. Joe, you say it so like Joe. And that's it. That's all you need to know every time. I love it. Okay. The last 2. I'm going to ask you a Christmas question. Fastest one to say the answer is the winner, all right? It's not gonna be on the screens. No, you think of one too, all right? Because we need a backup in case they say the same thing. Just anything about Christmas.
Okay.
It has to be a movie. No, this is just gonna be a random Christmas fact. Yes. There's a song called The Blank Days of Christmas. 12, it was 12 Days of Christmas. Isaac, you are our winner. And I appreciate that you are wearing all the gear. You get an Amazon gift card. Joe, great job. You are still a Christmas champion. You can have a chance to win it next week. We got a great festival game next week. But this is One Shot. Isaac, step into the light. Go ahead, ma'am. Every week, we play a game called One Shot, where the winner of the stage game gets to come up and they get one shot to become a living legend at Lino Lakes. There's a rolling pot every week. And Isaac can win $50 million. Hey, they preemptively gave you a buzz. I feel like it wasn't definitively not. All right, anyways, Isaac, great job. Well done, very close. Hey, that pot rolls up every single week and it is a gift card to Chick-fil-A. I just bought more Chick-fil-A gift cards to give to you when you win it, all right? So someone's who was the bow and arrow person who got one for Christmas? Where were you at? You? Okay, so you gotta win the next one and then use no, okay. Well, you're gonna have a long break after Christmas. Just spend all of it shooting bows and arrows because you're gonna win Chick-fil-A if you do. But speaking of Christmas, we have an event coming up next week and you all have an opportunity to have a ton of Christmas fun. It's called Festival of Festiveness. And we do it every single year. It's a time where you can dress up. So whatever costume you were thinking of wearing, however crazy and fun you were thinking of making it, just dial that up one more notch, all right? Because this is a perfect time to go all out. You can be as simple as just like a red or green sweatshirt. You can dress up as Santa Claus. You can paint your whole body green like the Grinch, whatever you want to do. Come festive and cheerful because that adds to the environment. It's a lot of fun. And no one can judge you when you dress up on Christmas because it's just fun. The other thing that I want to encourage you to do, Rev, is this is a great opportunity to invite your friends into what we do here at Revolution. It's a super fun event. Everyone loves Christmas. So say, hey, we're having a Christmas party at church. Come join me. And it's an opportunity for people to hear about what we do here at Rev, the person that we are here for in Jesus. And Christmas is it can be a great season for some. It can be a hard season for some. And Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us. So bring people with you, bring a friend with you, bring 25 friends with you, one for each day until Christmas. Let's pack this place out and have some people have some fun here. Are you ready for some fun next week, Rev? Okay, good. Bring friends, show up, Festival of Festiveness. Hey, Brandon is gonna come out and speak in just 1 second. There's gonna be a video. After the video, can you give him a huge round of applause? Does that sound good? Okay, sweet. Rev, it's a pleasure to be here with you every week. I love you. Seriously, I'm so glad you're here. I love each one of you. Check out this video and then give Brandon a warm welcome. All right? See you.
Hey, what's up, Rev? It is so good to be with you tonight, whether you're joining us at one of our campuses or, of course, all of our friends online. Can we make some noise for our friends who are joining us online? joining us every single week on YouTube. It's so awesome. My name is Brandon. I'm your high school teaching pastor. And tonight we are bringing a series that we've called Purposeful Peace to a close. If you were with us last week, then you know that we spent time in the first sentence in Psalm 23, one of the most famous chapters in all of the Bible. And it reads like this: "The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing." We talked about who God is as our shepherd and what he is able to provide for us. I told you that the only place to find meaningful peace is in the presence of God, that he is the source. If you want peace, then you have to get to God. Tonight, I want to continue talking about how we can pray for peace in our life by talking about the rest of Psalm 23. So if the first sentence told us where to find peace in the presence of God, the rest of the chapter, I think, tells us how to find peace. And how many of you know that there is a difference between knowing where something is and knowing how to find it? You know this if you have ever lost your phone in your room. You know where it is, it's in your room, but how to find it is a mystery to you. But I also kind of feel this way. I'm struck by this every time Christmas rolls around, because I feel like I know that I'm supposed to buy Christmas presents for people, but I don't necessarily know how to do that very well. Like, does anyone get Christmas buying gifts anxiety this time of year? Am I alone? Because here's my problem. I'll be honest. My problem is that I am not a good gift giver. I'm not very good at it, but I think that I'm really good at it. And what I mean by that is I will get really excited about a gift that I'm gonna give someone without ever really considering if they'll actually enjoy it, okay? For instance, second year of marriage, I wanted to give my wife something really nice for Christmas, all right? Really, really nice. And so I knew that I was supposed to get her a gift. I didn't know how to do that. And so I did what movies told me to do, all right? Now, movies tell all men the same thing, which is if you don't know what to buy a woman for Christmas, you just get her jewelry. Just get her jewelry and she's gonna be happy, okay? So I didn't know what I was supposed to do, but I knew I was supposed to get jewelry. And so here's what I did. I bought my wife a very expensive, authentic pearl necklace, okay? This necklace was authenticated by I gotta make sure I say this right. It was authenticated by the National Nautical Jewelry Authentication Association. It came in a blue velvet carrying case. It was by far the most expensive and valuable present I had ever purchased. And my wife has worn it a total of 0 times. Didn't like it then, she's never gonna like it. Didn't wear it then, she's never gonna wear it. I knew what I was supposed to do, but I didn't really know how to do it. By the way, gentlemen, just ask your lady, listen to her, pay attention to what she's interested in, and then go after that. Don't make it up, don't do what I did, learn from my mistake. But if I'm honest, I think this kind of hodgepodge going after something, not knowing what to do, is sort of how we approach finding peace. All of us wanna have a peaceful life, where we're not in constant conflict with ourselves or with other people, but we're not always quite sure how to do that. And so we copy. We do what we see other people doing. We do what we see in movies. We do what we hear about on social media. I mean, how many of you know that out there are options to find peace? From the latest self-care morning routine or self-care evening routine to manifesting something, anything to come true, to the next viral TikTok trend. And people will try it. And here's the deal, some of it will work and some of it won't, but rarely will it lead to a lasting pathway to peace. A way to find consistent contentment in your life. It will rarely lead us to a place where we can find peace all the time. And that's where I think Psalm 23 is actually really helpful. It outlines a pathway that leads to peace. And I think there are 2 truths that we can uncover in Psalm 23 that will help us find that pathway all the days of our life. And I wanna talk about them with you tonight. The first truth I think that we see in Psalm 23 is this, that we have to slow down. If we wanna find peace, we have to learn to slow down. Psalm 23 verse 2 starts like this. He, meaning God, makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He guides me along the right paths for his name's sake. He makes me lie down. It's not an option. If we want peace, it will require us to slow down, to get quiet, to do things that actually refresh our souls. And honestly, that's normally the hard part because our lives are very busy. Whenever I ask a high school student, how is your life? How are you doing? Always, you tell me, busy. My life is busy. I've got stuff going on in my life. And here's the thing, even when we're not busy, there's like this invisible pressure to be busy because busyness looks like happiness, right? When we see someone who's got things to do, places to go, people to see, we view that person as important, as interesting, as influential. We want to be like them. We want to have plans on a Friday night. We want to have so many plans that we can't make all of them, that we can't get to all of the plans that we have. We want to play 3 sports a year. We want to try out for and be involved in every play and in every musical. We want to get the right job so that we can make more money. We want more extracurriculars so we can get into more colleges. We want more followers. We have a constant need for more. But here's the truth. Your pursuit of more will normally end up in you lacking peace. Your pursuit of more will end up in you lacking peace. And so when we go to God to find peace, his first step is to slow us down. He makes us catch our breath to remind us of what's really important because being busy isn't bad. There will be busy parts of your life for the rest of your life. The problem that some of us have is that we don't slow down when we need to. That we don't make space to download God's peace into our life. We don't put into practice things that actually refresh our souls. Think of it like this. When you download an app onto your phone, there's a period of time when that app is on your phone, but you can't use it yet because it's refreshing. It's downloading everything that it needs to be useful. And then you know that because there's like that little circle thing that's like a little pie chart and it's kind of like tick, 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 showing you how much progress it's making. But like if you have bad Wi-Fi or the service isn't great, you just kind of have to wait until it's ready. Do you know what I do when that happens? I don't wait. I go to another app and I open that one up and I putz around in there for a couple of seconds and then I go back every once in a while to see if the app that I downloaded is ready, if it's refreshed. And the reason I do that is because waiting is uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't want to wait to do things when I want to do them right now, but I'm forced to because the app isn't refreshed yet. It hasn't downloaded everything that it's needed to be useful, to work well, to perform all of its qualities, to exceed its highest potential. And the same is true of you. You need space in your life to download peace. You need space in your life to refresh your soul. If you're hustling all the time, moving between sports and jobs and friends and school without taking a break, you will eventually break. All of us need time to refresh, to download peace into our lives. And Psalm 23 is saying, if we want God's version of peace, we can't hurry to get there. We have to slow down. And sure, there will be times when it's uncomfortable, where you will get distracted, where you will open other apps and you will get busier, but the path remains. If you want to find peace, you have to slow down. Now, let me try to make this really practical for you. If you want to start implementing peace into your life by first slowing down, a great way to do that is talking to God. And when I say talking to God, I just mean prayer. But prayer doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say all the right things or use fancy language. It just means connecting with God, creating space to download his peace into your life, to allow him to refresh your soul. And if you're not really comfortable with praying, if you've never prayed before, I wanna show you a prayer that I pray every day. It's just kind of a thing that I go back to and say these words over and over to refresh my mind, to download God's peace in my life. And if you're a note taker, if you're taking notes tonight, I'd encourage you to write this down, somewhere where you can find it and go back to it as a practice of downloading God's peace, slowing your life down. This is what I pray. Lord, be with me. slow down my life, refresh my soul, and give me your peace today. If you want to make this a habit, I'd encourage you to do this. Carve out some time. It doesn't have to be long, 5-10 minutes. At the beginning of your day, before things get busy, before things are hurried, take 5-10 minutes, say this prayer. Allow God to just download peace into your life. Slow down long enough to be with him, because if we want peace that lasts, if we want to be on the pathway to peace, then we've got to slow down. The second truth that I think we see in Psalm 23 when we're trying to find the pathway to peace is this, that we must fear no evil. Psalm 23 continues by saying this, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, even though. This is a confession that life will not be easy, that you will walk through tough times, that your peace will be taken and broken by evil. Evil is a word we don't really use all that often, but what I mean by that is this. There are forces in this world that are coming against your sense of peace, to attack it, to break it. And it includes everything from difficult life circumstances, to anxiety and depression, to mental health, to the forces of darkness that go against the way of God. All of it can be used as evil to break your peace into pieces. In fact, when Psalm 23 was originally written, it was a poem written in Hebrew. And the Hebrew word that we translate as evil is actually literally translated as to break in pieces. So the idea here is that when the author wrote, even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil. What they were saying is that even though evil has come into my life to break my peace into pieces, I will not live in fear. I will not let fear tell me what to do. I recently learned that the darkest valley was modeled after a real place in Israel. It was known as the Valley of the Shadow of Death. It was a cavern. It was a real cavern that was surrounded by cliffs. And the history of this place was that in wartime, Israel would take their slain enemies and bring them to the Valley of the Shadow of Death and throw the bodies into the pit. It was a place for Israel to throw things away, to rot, to spoil, and to break to pieces. And the writer of Psalm 23 is saying that sometimes we live in that valley. That sometimes depression has come to break your peace in pieces. Sometimes anxiety has entered your life to break your peace in pieces. Sometimes fear is in your life to break your peace to pieces. And it's not fair. It's not where life is supposed to happen. Things go there to die. But friends, sometimes we have to walk through the dead places to find new life. And the only way to get through the valley of the shadow of death is to not go alone. And that is, of course, why we are able to fear no evil. Psalm 23 continues, even though I walk through the darkest valley, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil because you, God, are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely your goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Friends, on the other side of the valley of the shadow of death is the house of the Lord. On the other side of your depression, on the other side of your anxiety, on the other side of the evil that has come into your life to break your peace into pieces is the peace of God. It's the house of the Lord. It's where you were meant to be. The promise here is that if we slow down, if we fear no evil, if we trust God, we will be headed on the pathway that leads to peace. But the hard truth is Sometimes you will be confronted with depression and anxiety and fear. Some of you might be walking through that tonight. Some of you might be walking through the valley of the shadow of death right now. The point I'm trying to make is simply this. If that's you, if you're walking through the valley tonight, keep going. Keep going. Do not let fear tell you how to live. Don't let it have the last word. And friends, I say that to you as someone who's been there too. I've been in the valley too. I've felt depressed. I've been anxious. I've let fear tell me what to do. And I've also seen the other side. I've also kept going. I've also learned the value of pursuing a pathway of peace when all around me is broken bones. And listen, for those of you who are with us and are joining us right now, it's one thing to hear, fear no evil. It's another thing to actually put it into practice when you're walking through the valley, when you're confronted with something that you can't see the other side of. And so what I want to do is I want to make it really practical. I want to show you what I've been through and show you some things that have helped me along the way. Some of you might not know this, but in 2015, I had my first panic attack. Some of you know what that's like. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't stand up. All I could do was cry, and I shook. And I didn't know what hit me. I was living in the valley. So I had to put peace into practice. I had to find a purpose beyond that valley. And I put some things together. And as someone who's been on the other side of it, I want to encourage somebody who's with us tonight. If you want to learn to fear no evil, I think there's two things that you can do. One of them is this: talk with a counselor. Sometimes the best thing you can do with fear is to talk about it. And let me clear something up for everybody here right now. Talking about your anxiety or depression or fear is not weak. It is not weak to be honest about the things that you are confronted with. Let's not pretend that we are unaffected by the complexity and difficulty of everyday life. Everybody goes through the valley, and all of us need someone to help us navigate it. And my encouragement to you is, if you are there, if you're at that place in your life, then talk to your parents, talk to your family, talk to a school counselor or one of the pastors at our campuses, and find a professional. Someone who has experience and is educated to partner with people to find peace. Friends, I have been going to a counselor for years, and I am better for it. They have brought me back to God's peace time and time again. You cannot say that I'm weak, because I've been in the valley of the shadow of death and I've seen the other side. If you're walking through that, find a counselor. Another thing that you can do to fear no evil is to ask for prayer. Sometimes when you're in that place, you can't pray for yourself, and so you need friends who can pray with you, who can pray for you. Something I believe to the core is that prayer works, that prayer actually changes things. The challenges of life are made easier when you're surrounded by praying people. Some of the darkest moments of my life have been made brighter by people praying for me. While I was having my first panic attack, my father-in-law heard. He was at work, and he left work and he rushed over to my apartment. And when he was there, he showed up, and I was on the ground, and he picked me up in his arms. And he held me, and he started to pray for me. And in fact, he started to pray Psalm 23, but it was just for me. He said, "Brandon, the Lord is your shepherd. you lack nothing. He will make you lie down in green pastures. He will lead you beside quiet waters. He will refresh your soul. Even though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you do not have to fear any evil, for the Lord is with you. His rod and his staff, they will comfort you. He will set a table before you in the presence of your enemies. He will anoint your head with oil. Your cup will overflow. Surely goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will live in the house of the Lord forever. And he said it again and again and again until I came to, until I got control of myself. When I couldn't pray, someone prayed for me. And we all need those people in our life. Maybe that's the people in your small group. I hope it is. Maybe it's friends at school. Maybe it's your family. Whoever it is, do not be shy about reaching out and asking for prayer when you are in that place. If you want to fear no evil, talk to a counselor. Ask for prayer. Friends, finding God's peace isn't always comfortable. It isn't always easy, but it is possible. There is a pathway to slowing down and fearing no evil that leads to peace every time. It's possible for the goodness of God to follow you all the days of your life. And I don't know where you're at tonight on the pathway to peace. Maybe some of you are doing great. Life is good. You're trying to consistently connect yourself to the Lord, to slow down, to pay attention to what he's saying to you. Maybe your job in this season is to be a friend that prays for other friends who are in the valley. Maybe right now is your time to remind people to slow down, to make space for God, to download his peace into your life. Maybe that's where you're at in the pathway to peace. Maybe you would say that life is going all right, but there are good days and there are bad days. Some days you're stressed and anxious. Some days you're depressed. Some days you're doing okay. If that's you, maybe right now it's time to slow down. Maybe your life has gotten overcomplicated, that you've added too many things onto your plate, and now it's time to take a few things off so that you can breathe again, so that you can find peace again, so that you can have space to download something that will actually refresh your soul. And then maybe there are some of you that are here tonight that are walking through the valley of the shadow of death, and your life is guided by fear, and you're losing hope. If that's you, my friend, there is hope for you. You are not alone. The Lord is your shepherd. He will give you everything you need. At the end of my message tonight, we're gonna post some resources on Instagram. If you don't follow us on Eagle Brook Students, follow us. We're gonna post some resources for anyone who's walking through a tough time. These are places that we as a church, we trust, we endorse, and we would encourage you to check out. And there's no shame in it, and there's no pressure to do it, but it is there. You no longer have that excuse. We have it there for you. Small group leaders and pastors would be happy to partner with you to talk about it, to figure it out, to answer some questions for you. Friends, tonight, as you go, take some time in your small group to just kind of assess, where's everyone at on the pathway to peace? What do we need to do to slow our lives down a little bit? What would it look like if we got to a place where we feared no evil? We no longer let fear tell us what to do, but we experience the freedom of the house of the Lord, the peace of God in our life. Talk about that. Keep each other accountable to that kind of peace as we make our way to Christmas. Friends, let's pray together. Heavenly Father, we all need more peace in our life. God, I pray for all those friends that are doing well, that you would continue to encourage them in their faith. For those friends that are kind of in the middle and they maybe have too much in their life, that you would encourage them to slow down. For those friends that are being ruled by fear right now, that they would be infused with hope, that this would connect in a powerful way and motivate them to reach out to a counselor, to ask for prayer, to go beyond themselves and seek something out. For all of us, God, help us to not make up something, to go in every direction to find peace. Help us to go to you, the source, our shepherd who loves us and will provide for us, where we lack nothing in your presence. Help us, God, to remember that there is a pathway to peace and it leads to you. God, we trust you and we love you. In Jesus' name, amen. Rev, I love you a lot. Come back next week and let's throw a Christmas party. Peace.